The famous investor Benjamin Graham invested $712,500 in Geico stock in 1948. By 1972, the value of this investment had grown to $400 million. The interesting fact about this investment is that Graham broke several of his own rules by investing more than 5% of the fund's assets in one company. It was actually more than 20%, and held the company's stock long after it matured and met the investment requirements. Graham himself later said, "In 1948, we made our Geico investment, and from then on, we seemed to be very brilliant people." According to Graham, the profits from this investment eventually exceeded the sum of the profits from all his other investments. The company's stock dropped dramatically after 1972, falling from $61 per share to $2 per share. By that time, a student of Graham, Warren Buffett, was also involved in the company and began buying shares of the company through his company Berkshire Hathaway. Incidentally, this was the second time he bought shares of Geico, having made a profit on his first investment, but sold the stock too soon. It is estimated that he eventually earned over $20 billion on this investment alone. He once admitted that Geico was the best investment of his life. He never sold it because Geico is now part of Berkshire Hathaway. In 1992, George Soros speculated on the fall of the British pound and made $1 billion in profits. Soros knew exactly what he was doing. He correctly analyzed the market conditions and knew how much money he had to invest. He admitted after the successful trade that our total position by Black Wednesday had to be worth almost $10 billion. We planned to sell more than that. In fact, when Norman Lamont, the British finance minister, said just before the devaluation that he would borrow nearly $15 billion to defend sterling, we were amused because that was about how much we wanted to sell. Benjamin Graham put it well when he said that, behind the crucial decision, there must usually exist a background of preparation and discipline capacity. One needs to be sufficiently established and recognized so that these opportunities will knock at his particular door. One must have the means, the judgment, and the courage to take advantage of them. Go back to your strategy and your rules and stay consistent. That's the only way to make profits in the long run.